Namaste everyone. As usual, we begin with 3 Oms, but before that, let's establish the group consciousness. Think of everybody who is here attending, all within yourself. Then take a deep breath in to begin the first Om. Our usual disclaimer: when you attend this session, you do so with the understanding you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and our volunteers like me and others don't take responsibility for the outcome of your participation here. So please exercise caution in what you're doing, and please make sure that you follow the rule of yoga, that there can be no strain whatsoever in whatever you do. A good way to ensure that for physical and breathing practices is to make sure you're always aware of your breath and make sure it is always slow and smooth. That way, it's unlikely that you will do any jerky motions or any strenuous motion that might potentially hurt you. So with that as the guidance, let's begin our chakra vibration. Bring your awareness to the perineum. As we squeeze at the perineum, pressing on the little finger with the thumb kept in line with the Muladhara, we do the sound LUM. Take a deep breath in. LUM. Release the fingers, continue. Last time. Now bring the awareness an inch or so above the perineum, behind the pubic area. As we draw in there, we do VUM, pressing on the ring finger with the thumb. VUM. Release the fingers. Continue. Now bring the awareness behind the navel, and as we draw in at the navel, we do Ram, pressing on the middle finger with the thumb. Ram. Release the fingers. Continue. Last time. Bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here we do Yam, pressing on the index finger with the thumb. Yam. Release the fingers. Continue. Yum. Yum. Last time.
Yum.
Yum. Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum, thumbs up, loose fist. Hum. Hum. Release the hand, continue. Last time. Middle of the head, we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Release the hand, continue. Now, bring the awareness to the top of the middle of the head, and there we do Om, thumbs up, loose fist. Release the hand, continue. Now we can go on to the Ujjayi Pranayam. So those of you who know it, please proceed. And those of you who need any instructions, the idea is to bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth. And as you inhale and exhale in slow, deep breath only through the nostrils, you feel a slight sucking sensation as you inhale and a reverse sensation as you exhale. So please continue. As we continue the Ujjayi, we can go on to the shoulder rotations. As you inhale, lift up the shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. And continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we will proceed with hands in the chest, and as we inhale, we look up and stretch up, and as we exhale, we bring the hands by the side. Now, those of you who don't have any problem with balance and you want to stand up, you can do so standing up, in which case you would do it slightly differently. As you go up, as you inhale and go up, stretch up and look up and keep the feet slightly sideways. Inhale, go up and stretch up. And as you exhale, bend at the knees and lift up the heels as you come down. Inhale and exhale. Last exhalation. Now make a fist, bring it into your chest, and you can take a seat if you're standing, and chin down. And as you inhale in Ujjayi, spread out palms perpendicular to the forearms, look up and stretch out the hands. Exhale in Ujjayi, chin down, fists bend at the wrist, and bring it into the chest, and continue. Now, elbows in line with the shoulders, fist below the chin, and as you inhale, go around the wrist, open out the palms as wide as possible. Exhale, make the fist and bring it in again. And continue the ujjayi. Just a reminder for all of you, today being Sunday, we have the extra half hour for any discussion you would like in the end. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now interlock the hands and bring the knuckles behind the head. Stretch out the elbows, take a deep breath in, pull back the shoulders, and as you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. Get hold of your elbows behind the head. And as you exhale, pull on one elbow. Inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other elbow. Inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. Now we can go to our neck exercises. As you exhale, gently tilt the head, bringing one ear towards one shoulder. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, tilt towards the other shoulder. Inhale, come back up. And continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back up. Now as you exhale, rotate the head and look over one shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, look over the other shoulder. Inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation. Inhale, come back. Now inhale, take the head all the way back. Exhale, chin towards the chest. And continue. Last exhalation, chin down to the chest. Now we go 360 degrees around the neck. Inhale, half a circle. Exhale, complete the circle and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation, and we can go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we are ready for our spinal twist. As we turn to the right, as we exhale, we do the sound ah, the same way to the left and back. And chin down, we do the humming sound like ma. So now you can, if you want to do it gently, you can hold the lowermost ribs behind your back, or you can do free hand, but please make sure you don't strain yourself. So take a deep breath in and to the right. Ah. To the left. Ah. To the back. Chin to the chest. Second round, twice in each direction to the right. To the left. Second time. To the back. Second time. Chin to the chest. Third round, 3 times in each direction to the right. Third time. To the left. Third time. To the back. Third time. Chin to the chest. Now we cross one leg over the opposite thigh, get hold of the knee on the top, and as you exhale, we squeeze at the perineum and we chant the sound Lam as we draw the knee towards the opposite shoulder and turn the head the other way. So take a deep breath in. Lam. Last time. Now let's cross the other leg over. Last time. Now before we do Ah or Om, let's do cycling motion with the legs. So as you inhale, bring one leg in, and exhale, lift up and bring it down, then the other leg. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Now, sit up straight, focus within, and feel how the stretching has changed things within you. And we will do the sound ah or om, whichever you like, and observe the vibration flowing through you. Take a deep breath in. Continue 2 more times. One last time. Now, those of you who have good balance, you can stand up, and others can remain seated. And if you are standing up, keep the feet at least shoulder width apart or slightly wider, inside of the feet parallel to each other. And everybody seated or standing, bring your hands to your hips behind the back on the sides. As you inhale, push on one hand and make a backward arch. Exhale, come on. Inhale, push on the other side, and exhale, come on. Continue alternating the sides. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now, get hold of the elbows behind the back. Take a deep breath in. Lift up the chin, pull back the shoulders, feel equal weight on both the legs as you lean backwards. Observe the stretch along the spine and also feel the stretch from the feet to the head. Take another deep breath in and go even further back, and as you exhale, slowly come up. Keep the chin up and shoulder pulled back. And as you exhale, lean forward from the pelvis and keep coming down. With each exhalation, come down a little bit more. And once you start feeling the stretch from the hips to the feet, inhale and exhale into the stretch. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly bring the hands down towards the floor. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist the pelvis, look to the left, and hold your left leg or ankle with both your hands as you look to the left. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist to the right. And hold the right ankle with both your hands as you look to the right. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come back to the starting position. Get hold of your feet or ankle or leg anywhere, and pulling on your hands, keeping the chin up, pull yourself down as much as you can as you exhale, and stay there. Continue inhaling and exhaling. Now take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, drop the head in between the knees, and as you inhale, come up. Now we will go around the hips, and those of you who are seated, if you have something to hold yourself for support, and if you can stand up, you can do this. Others who have good balance, you can have your hands at the hips, and we go around the hips. Inhale half a circle, exhale, complete the circle, and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now you can take your seat and we go on to the alternate nostril breathing. Begin inhalation from the left nostril, exhale through the right, and then inhale through the right and exhale through the left. Continue. Now we can get ready for our 3 rounds of Bhastrika after you finish the last exhalation through the left nostril. Pull back the shoulders and get ready for the Bhastrika. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Now we do the Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Bhramar. Let's get ready for the second round of Bhastrika. Pull back the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Bhramar. Now let's get ready for the third round of Bhastrika. Pull back the shoulders. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. exit, 4, exit, 5, exit, 6, exit, 7, exit, 8, exit, 9, exit, 10, exit, 11, exit, 12, exit, 13, exit, 14, exit, 15, exit, 16, exit, 17, exit, 18, exit, 19, exit, 20, exit. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Bhramari. Now we can get ready for meditation. Make sure you're seated comfortably with the back straight. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. As you let go of everything, feel a lightness come onto your shoulders or the whole body. And if you have a preferred method of meditation, you can do it. If not, visualize a rising vibration from the lower part of the sternum going through you and out of the body through the top of the head. And visualize that flow of the vibration as 3 syllables. Haim M-O, Haim M-O, Haim M-O. And as you do that, we will have Om playing in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I have come into this body. Become aware of the senses from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. The senses given to us to fulfill the purpose for which we have come into the body. Whenever you're ready to come out of meditation and open your eyes, before you open your eyes, raise the palm of your hands and bring it a few inches in front of your face. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, open a sliver of the eyes and look straight into the palm of your hand. With that, we end the practice session. And now we are open for any discussion. But first, I would like to ask a question of everyone. So you can just do a show of hands. How many of you here have attended at least for 4 times a week in the last 5 months from January? Just to raise your hands. So keep your hands up. And among all of you who have been doing it for 5 months or longer like this, maybe even 2-3 years or so, 4 years or 5 years from the beginning, how many of you have found that your blood pressure has come down, and if you were on any medication, you have been able to reduce it? Keep your hand up if that is the case. So we see about 3 or 4 people. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yes, 4 for this thing. Yes, so that is good. The thing is, the reason I asked this question, another question I have is, before you started doing our practice, any of you had anything like a shoulder pull or a hand pull somewhere when you lifted, bent as there, or a hip pull? Any of you, before you started the regular practice, any of you have had that? Show of hands. None of you had. Oh, only one person. Okay, like 3 people I see.
Back problem.
That's right. 4, 5. Okay, 4 or 5 people over here. Have your hands up. Since you started doing daily practice, have you had any such occurrence? In that case, keep the hand, bring the hand up. No. Okay.
What did you say? I didn't understand.
Since you started doing the daily practice, have you had any muscle pull of the shoulder, hip, or anything like you had before?
No.
No. Yeah. The thing is, basically, the reason I asked this question is, there are specific exercises that seem repetitive to many of you. The neck exercises and what we do in the bending, twisting of the spine, and all of these. All of these exercises are geared towards preventing these problems. You see, what happens is deep relaxation through slow breathing, all of that is very good for reducing the blood pressure. But the blood pressure impact comes from many, there are many factors involved in them. And two of them, which are very important, but as much more important or as much important as being relaxed, is the spine being in good shape and the neck being flexible, the carotid area. And that is the reason we do the neck exercises, the twisting, bending, and all of that, this thing. And the second problem, that is, as people age, if they don't have enough flexibility and what I call resilience in their muscles, then in which case you pull things without thinking. As you become more aware of yourself, you know what you should lift and what you cannot. You approach in a gentle way. But even then, common things that you may do in your kitchen, lifting a plate or lifting something, you don't want to cause a muscle pull of some kind. So these stretches prevent that from happening. So in many ways, what we are doing is very much in the area of preventive, medicine, you can call it, in order to keep you in a good balanced health. And that is the reason why we do these practices. So I just wanted to kind of convey that, because often people have the question, why do we do these specific exercises, right? So I thought I'll give you a little bit more of an explanation and where people come in. So Renuji, you have it. Please go ahead. You're muted. Somebody else was going to say something. Anybody can speak up.
Dr. Rajan,
Yes.
even the blood pressure has gone down, but the physicians don't want to lower. They say just keep that dose, that's it. I have asked them, but my primary physician, he said, no, just don't lower your dose. You can keep on doing what you're doing. They don't want to lower the dose.
Now, who is this? I am unable to.
This is Rani Kishore.
Okay. See, the thing is basically, I cannot give you any advice on that matter. You see, what happens is, I have no authority to give you any advice on your prescription medication. Now, what you can do is, if you have a friend who is a doctor who can assess you properly, and the thing is basically, particularly if you're on multiple medications and you have multiple medical conditions, it has to be approached with a great deal of care. So the thing is basically, the key part is, yes, there is resistance within modern medicine physician to reduce medications. But then what happens is, you are ultimately responsible for your own health, and you have an equal responsibility along with your physician. Your physician is a consultant, but you also have equal responsibility. I'm going to share with you something that, and I will, I will ask you not to be very careful in, as I give you this example, not to emulate it blindly. Okay? You have my mother who is sitting right over here. My mother had these 2 blood pressure medications going for a year and a half, 2 years, about 6-7 years back. She was put on this losartan potassium that many of you are aware of. It is called an ARB, and and on a bisoprolol, which is actually a beta blocker. Now, what she used to have from the age of 60, going back 35 years, she used to have a small dose of a beta blocker, Atenol, coming from many, many years. About 7-8 years back or 10 years back, a cardiologist who is known to us examined her and said, no, she needs this losartan potassium with the hydrochlorothiazide. And so her own physician, who knew her for many years, and she has been with her for 25 years now. So having been there for 15 years at that time or 18 years at that time, she said, no, given your age, I'm not going to give you hydrochlorothiazide. But because the cardiologist has recommended, because for the people, if you take hydrochlorothiazide as people age, then in which case they can have a fainting spell if the blood pressure drops too much. So she said, I won't give you that. But since the cardiologist has recommended, let me shift that medication. And so she put her on losartan, and she took out the Atenol and made a very small dose of her bisoprolol. So this is what she did. And my mother was on this for many years. And about a year and a half ago, I could not see any benefit from the losartan, because losartan is an ARB, and that is designed for the kidney not to, stimulate, to make that there is stress in the system. And my mother is fully relaxed. So it had gone to 100 milligrams. So what we did was, I kept checking her blood pressure, and we reduced it to 50 milligrams. And we found that the blood pressure is keeping good. So what had happened was she was taking half the medication. So when we went back to the doctor and she looked at it and said, well, that 50 milligrams seems to be suiting you very well, so I'll reduce the dosage to 50 milligrams. Then the next 3-4 months later, as we were watching, we decided we'll make it into 25 milligrams. We cut it into half. And my mother's blood pressure stayed the same low. And we went back to the doctor. The doctor said, this looks good. Okay, 25 milligrams. Then another 4 months back, when she went back, what happened was we said, we are not quite sure you need it. So we decided my mother will no longer take the 25 milligrams. And after 4 months, we went back to the doctor and the doctor said, well, you're doing good. You don't need it. So in other words, over a period of 1 year, from 100 milligrams, we actually eliminated that whole medication. Okay. So the thing is, you see, my doctor is somebody who is very cooperative and a good friend of ours. And above all, what it is she trusts me that I'm taking care of my mother. And so the thing is, basically, we were able to get, take her out of it. The key part is, while I'm saying this to you, the key part is you have responsibility for your health and you have some control, but you cannot exercise control without wisdom. And so what happens is, but unless you have somebody like me or your, a good friend who is another doctor from whom you can take, don't be rash and cut on medications. Okay. So it has to be done very, very carefully, and it has to be done with proper testing and small dosages at a time, and you have to monitor yourself. So if you do it without monitoring, you're putting yourself in unwarranted risk, right? So so I gave you the example right over here. So for you, Rani Kishore, I cannot tell you what to do, but the thing is basically half of the ball is in your court and only the other half in your doctor's court. So you need to kind of figure out how to deal with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
Dr. Raj,
Yeah.
can I?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I just wanted to know, do you have any specific mantra for GI problem? Like, for example, when
we have not, we have to be very careful when you ask a question like this.
Oh.
You see, what happens is, what is the source problem of the GI? What are the other, comorbidities you may be having? Without that, we cannot find a mantra. Okay.
I don't have any comorbidities. I don't have hypertension. I don't have diabetes. I don't have anything. Only thing, when I eat food, I do get a abdominal pain. This has only for the last 2 months. So
okay.
I just
You're
want
on zero medications.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't take any medication.
If you're on zero medications and when you take food, you're getting stomach pain.
Yes.
Have you consulted your doctor?
Well, I had gone to GI person. He gave me, it may be like irritable bowel syndrome. So he gave me rifampin for about 10 days, about 3-4 months ago. Afterwards, I have not gone. Again, it is having the same problem. So instead of taking the medication, I thought there are any mantras which I can do every day that will help.
If it is a GI person, and the thing is, you see, the person should be able to distinguish between which part of the GI tract is causing the problem for you, and you're a physician yourself.
Yeah.
Is it the stomach? Is it the small intestine? Is it the large intestine? Where is the source of the problem?
I think usually it starts after eating for 2 hours. Maybe it has got to be intestines, not the stomach.
Small intestines.
Yeah.
I like it, right? If it's a small intestines that is causing the problem, there you are. That is the reason your doctor diagnosed you as irritable bowel syndrome. Okay? So the thing is basically, this is a case, obviously, unless they do something kind of a little more deeper colonoscopy, they will not be able to find out how things are over there. But in any case, from our standpoint, we cannot, the mantra is not the way to go over there. Can we do a mantra? One second.
Hello?
So the
சொல்லு வரியா சரி
Amma, Apram Chit. Okay. Anupam, we'll talk to you later. Okay? We are still in the middle of yoga. Okay. So in this particular case, now it is only after 2 hours of eating you are getting. Okay, so have one of the yoga exercises for stimulating the intestines is actually what is called Nauli.
Yeah.
And the Nauli is built. It is actually meant to strengthen the intestine muscles. Okay, so in the case of the Nauli, the beginning practice for Nauli is Kapalbhati.
Yeah.
Okay, so from Kapalbhati to Bahya Kumbhak to Nauli is how you do the progression. So what I'm going to recommend for you is before maybe about half hour before eating,
Yeah.
half hour before eating, do 10 minutes of Kapalbhati very slowly, gently, okay, without strain. And if you need to take about half a minute or 1 minute rest in between so that you don't strain yourself, you can. So after every 2-3 minutes, you take a rest and then continue. But do it for a total of 10 minutes. Do it for one continuous week before every meal, like 1 hour before you or half an hour before every meal, and see whether there is improvement. Okay? And that would be a good beginning place to try.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. So, Renuji, you have had your hand for a long time up. Go ahead. You have to unmute. You have to unmute. No, you have to unmute. Okay. Tammy, you had your hand up. Unmute yourself. Go ahead.
Hi everyone, namaste. I really wanted to say what a wonderful class that this is. So I've been a student of yours for a few years now, and I have been through some things. Okay, I've had falls or headaches. I strained muscles from doing things I shouldn't do. I just want to say, everybody here, we do have a choice. Like Doctor said, we have 50%, if not more, choice on medication, on managing what we're doing. And we're so used to just saying, okay, and give it to me. I went to the doctor. I like sprained my something in my arm. And they prescribed meloxicam for pain. And it's not even anything for pain. And I don't even know. So I looked it up and I'm like, there's no way I'm taking this. And I didn't even ask for it. He's like, I'm going to prescribe this for you. And it's like, it works after like 3 weeks. And I'm like, what are you doing? So we have a choice. We don't have to just take because the doctor said to take it. The same with Kamudi. Doctor, I'm as a student, you get to walk through mechanisms of actions, the side effects, all of these impacts. And we get to see what you do with the patients. We get to see you going through medicine by medicine, meal by meal, all of these things. It isn't just a mantra or Kapalbhati all the time, but what's causing the IBS, by the way, right? Which is more psychosomatic, right? The mental health. So anyway, I wanted to just say that how blessed we are to be here, like in this tutelage. Like you guys are students too, because you're all here every day with me. So we should make sure that we're taking all these lessons that we're getting every day, and then use this time in the yoga while we're in practice to focus on those places of discomfort, and Doctor will be the first one to tell you how we can start training on focus, Doc, to tell about a focus on where it hurts. I'm just saying, I want to say thank you so much. We do have the power, to make choice. People forget they can make choices.
So
and
thank you. Renuji, your mute is gone, so you can speak up.
So my back, which is my spine, which is very, very pathologically bent over, I am doing more frequently exercises with you, and I feel much better.
Excellent.
And it is not for a very long time, because I don't have time every day, but whenever I can squeeze that time, some of those stretches have helped my back a whole lot. So I'm very thankful for what I'm learning in your class. Very thankful.
Excellent. Thank you so much for the feedback. It is, as you know, we are a research organization and we study many things. And there is probably some of you may have heard about a company that manufactures a mattress. And they give what they call is pulsating electromagnetic frequency. And it used to be, they had a patent probably going back some 20 plus years back, a company called Beamer. And it was good for pain, this thing and all of that. Right? Tammy is laughing. Tammy, you know about it?
If you were gonna get one of those, Doc, get one of those. Oh my gosh.
No. Actually, what it is I had it and we tested it. I mean, we still have it. And I've given it to our Dr. Ashok Agarwala to do some testing. And my conclusion on it is that any kind of aches, pains, and all of these that you have, it is a much better thing for the body to do the mild exercises we are doing over here and to get over it rather than being dependent on that. And I'll tell you why I have a little bit of a concern in using it. You see, what happens is anything you work with yourself gently, that will actually be assimilated. We are actually spiritual beings. And we have our own inner sense of healing programs and all of that. Anything you work with yourself in a slow, without strain way, that will get better assimilated and understood by your system. And it will work to give you better balance and internal thing within. And something like this thing that we tested, for me, it did two things which were very interesting. The one thing it did for me was, you see, for me during allergy season, I tend to develop inflammation because of the allergens and things. And when this happens, for whatever reason, my right upper jaw will develop a little bit of inflammation. If I press, I will feel a little bit of pain and things like that. And whenever that happens, I take salt and I kind of brush in that area with salt, and that relieves it for me. Okay. Now what happened is, but I have to do it every day, right? And what was very interesting for me was when I used the Beamer, that part took care of itself. I could actually, while doing it, I could see the sensation and pain coming on, and by the time the 20-minute was done, it went away, completely went away. And of course, if I did it every day, it wouldn't come back. And of course, what happened was my hip, of course, through all of us, we are all in the same boat. With the aging, my hips are a little sensitive, so a little stiffness and tightness. And if I go this way, it can get achy and things. So I do my daily stair climbing, jogging, and our exercise and all of that to keep it in good shape. But if I did the Beamer instead, the Beamer would do exactly the same thing. Okay? But I was very concerned that it may be affecting me in other ways, where it was reducing the resilience of my lungs. Okay? And so when I did the pre-post reading, so I came to the conclusion, I'm better off working with things that I can rely on instead of external ones. So this is only for me. So we'll be testing it with a few more people. And those of you who are in the Maryland area, if you want to be tested on the Beamer too, we can do a pre-post test for you as well. And just today, I took the whole system to this morning to Ashok Agrawala. So he has it in his place, and if multiple people want to get tested, we can do that. But that is where our learning is. Go ahead, Renuji. You can unmute yourself again. Yeah.
I have a question which is personal, but I'll make it very brief. I would like to get retested about my other treatment that I'm getting.
No problem. Actually, what it is our friend Abhay Jain is now in Spain, and he is coming back in about, he said, first week of June. Okay. And the other person whom you know very well who can help you is Sushmaji. So either one of them will be fine. And if you can schedule with them and let me know, then I will be available on Zoom and while you do the testing, right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Rajan, what is this beamer? Is it a bed, you said?
But see, the beamer is something, it provides electromagnetic, pulsation into you. Okay.
No, but what actually it is? Is it a...
It's a mattress on which you lie in, which has a polarity. You have to put your head in the right place and the foot in the right place. You see, what happens is anything that is magnetic, if you disorient, if your orientation is wrong, it will damage you.
Okay.
Orientation has to be right. And, some of you may have heard of magnetotherapy, which goes back more than 50, 60 years. Okay. So if you wear a magnetic belt, it will give you relief and things like that. So the thing is basically, that is the same basis of that beamer. If you want to look at it, it's in the class of devices called PEMF. P for pulsating electromagnetic frequency. You can go and do a search.
PEMF?
Yes, PEMF or pulse electromagnetic frequency. Yes, Tammy, go ahead. Oh, but Renuji, you have your hand up again. Either one of you. Tammy, go ahead.
All right. I wanted to speak quickly about Beamer. I have a naturopath Ayurvedic doctor here in Chicago. His name's Sandeep Gill, and we were in a class together, and he's got like 8 of those. And what he does is he goes to patients' homes. He does his interview kind of like what you do, Doc, and then he has them lie on this mat. So he literally loans them out to his patients in their healing. Can I share something quick about my healing experience with that? Mm-hmm. The last time I was on it, I was down by Mom, and I found a place that had it in October. And I'm laying there, and I'm on this mat, a little stressed out. Okay, coming down from that. It I feel like it has, kind of like your Metatron has some diagnostic capabilities. So I feel like if you're sensitive that you can sense this. But the weirdest thing occurred is I'm laying there, and I was in an hour session, and my ring finger, like exactly where the band of my wedding ring would go, was tingling like the most insane thing. And I'm like, was that a psychosomatic thing that was getting rebalanced or something, because I was previously married? Anyway, I just want to say it might have those capabilities as well.
That's right. I think that, as I told you, it has, what I call relief-giving quality for pain or any blocked elements and things like that. But at the same time, since it is outside your control, whether it is doing anything else beyond that may not be good for you, that is the thing that is of concern, right?
I wasn't having pain there. And that was, I see what you're saying. Because I'm like, what the heck was that? Okay.
Dr. Narayan, I have something to say.
Yes.
If our cell phones and laptops can affect us due to the electromagnetic radiations, this bed that we sleep upon, if we sleep on that and in our sleep, if we move over or things like that, lots of adverse things can happen, right? and our center of gravity will be changing because of the electromagnetic radiation and all that.
See, technically what you're saying is correct. But what happens is, if we have to understand, we are living in a world of lot of electromagnetic frequencies all over, whether it is your television waves or your radio waves, mobile phones, everything doing that to you. Okay. So what happens is, in this system, they give you at what intensity you want to do. In fact, what they do is, if you go in and dig into the program, they have different kinds of programs. There is one kind of program which puts you into low intensity. It is like 10% of its frequency, and it goes for 6.5 hours. You can lie on it and go to sleep at night, but it's very low intensity. Whereas on the other hand, there is another program for 20 minutes that works at a very high intensity, like 100% level. Okay. So
Wow.
the thing is, basically what happens is, all of these, one of the things to remember is, all of these have been tested. And obviously, from a conventional medicine, a conventional view perspective, they are considered safe. They are all as safe as your doctor giving your medication and telling you it is safe for you. But then there is also the side effects that goes with it. Now, the thing is, basically what happens is, my sense will be that this kind of an equipment will be safe for a very high proportion of people. Okay. But on the other hand, and it has to be used in the correct way. Okay. With the low intensity and things like that. However, what happens is, there may be a very small set of people, even if they use it within the limited time and things like that, it may create something that may be different for them and not suited for them. Okay. So for me, I don't think it is suited. But I may be an oddball, because I also see the benefit of it, as I told you, for my right upper jaw and my hips, right? But then I can do that by alternate ways, which I have direct control over. I don't have to go into some electromagnetic thing. So yes, so Muktaji, that is right, in the sense that all of this can have potential, this thing, but my suspicion is that, given the way in which it has been approved and things, that it is for 90+% of the people in the population. If you follow the guidance over there and do it properly, it may probably do some good things for them.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm still shocked that you bought a beaver. My dog's got a beaver.
Dr. Rajan.
Actually, Tammy, we didn't buy it. We got it as a loan and a donation from one of our benefactors who had bought it. They bought it in 2016, and they kept it over there without using at their home. They paid $8,000 for it. Okay. And so what happened is, we said, we'll do the testing for you and give it back to you. So I can have it for a few months with me to test out, to see whether it is of use or not. And if it is not of use, but my sense is, I don't have any use for it. And I have concern that for some people it may actually increase the pain in different places, and particularly it may move you from one level to one place to another. And so from my standpoint, I'm not going to recommend it for anyone.
Dr. Rajan.
Yes.
Anytime a medicine or a device is approved, it is based on the majority of the people are going to get benefit out of it.
That's right.
There are people who are going to be not get a benefit or maybe even get harmed.
Yes.
Fortunately, that is the situation. There is, in our lifetime, there is nothing which is only beneficial and cannot hurt.
That's right.
Even water, which is essential for life, if you drink excessively or under certain conditions, could harm you.
Yes. And that is the reason I much rather prefer that if you, in your own easy way, without strain, if you can do exercises to help yourself, you don't need a beamer. Yes, Dalpatji, go ahead.
Dr. Rajan, I have a first bite when I chew. I have a lot of pain here, left, especially in the left ear. So I went to doctor and he gave me a couple of prescription. It doesn't work that good. Then he said, I went to specialist. Then he said, well, I have to send you to therapy or something. But I don't know what it is. It's pain starts from always here to here.
Yeah.
And really in this area more.
We need a proper diagnosis, and you're a person who is on multiple medications. So obviously, I can't give you any kind of quick advice over here.
Okay, any exercise you can do or something?
See, all the physical things that we are doing over here may ease you a little bit, but I cannot give you anything specific. You can try alternate nostril breathing because it is one-sided and see whether it helps you.
Okay, because it's the first bike, second bike, then it's okay, you know. After that, it's the rhythm, then it's all right. But first
Yes.
couple bike, it's okay. Ji. Thank you.
So we'll close for today. Namaste, everyone. See you then tomorrow. Bye-bye.